I'm Philly's own Miss Dark Child, y'all. Give me some noise.
Sequence start 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Activate. Are you ready?
Around the Way News with Tommy Smooth, Bernie Backstaff, Drizzle Holiday, Juanita on Weather, and Nate on Sport. And now,
Activate.
No, I don't want one. I just want to brag, if you will. You've been smoking too much. Rid of this damn cigarette. It's enough. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, welcome to the news. I am Tommy Smooth, the only professional in this job. The top story of the day is a senior citizen sex rape. Police found senior citizens being prostituted. And here with that story, Vernon Soggybottom. Vernon?
and now coming to you live from Crestline Nursing Home, Vernon Soggybottom.
Hello, Vernon Soggybottom, and this is Crestline Nursing Home, a place where families trust that their loved ones will receive good hands-on care. But some of that hands-on care may have been a little too hands-on. You see, a fragile trust has been violated, a violation which occurs night after night at $50 a pop, as the elderly are being prostituted by the very staff being paid to protect them. Come along, you'll see.
No one wants to believe that a nursing home will force a woman my age to have sex for money. But it happens. After visiting hours, the orderlies, they bring them into our room after we go to bed.
The Johns.
No, it was usually in the bedroom, but there were a few blokes that liked it in the John.
Some buddies of mine told me they had a great place to take me to. For sex? Yes, sir, and wouldn't you know it, they pull up right in front of Crestline Nursing Home. And that's when you knew. No, I just figured the nurses were the hookers and they were moonlighting. But my buddy started to describe some of the women there, and they were describing this one woman, she was wheezing. And I was thinking to myself, as they were laughing, my God, that sounds like me mom. In other words, they were paying to have sex with your mom. She just had a hip replacement. All that thrusting, it ruined it.
Now, Agnes, is it true these men ask for women specifically like you with hip replacements? Yeah, it's true. Because with a little pressure, they can pop your hip joint sockets right on out and twist your leg in all sorts of positions. Look. How do you like that? And then if you didn't wear any teeth in your mouth, they'd pay a little extra. I think they call it an old granny.
Matt, you regularly visit granny ranches. What is the appeal of sleeping with the elderly? They're like used cars. An old beater. Cheap and ugly and still worth a drive. And you find you on one of them boob jobs, oh, let me tell you, the grill may be a little battered, but you kick them tires and them puppies are still firm. Oh yeah, and then you get you one with one of them VC operations. Doggy. What is a VC operation? A vagina clench. Feel just like high school. That's right, you get your little KY jelly or some Ben Gay. Usually old girl got a tube right there on the dresser. Talk about hot times. I tell you, just cause old girl got snow in the attic don't mean you can't put a fire in the oven. Or like my daddy used to say, It's a lot of good reading in them old books.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the men who abused and victimized you? I've had dogs in my bathtub and chickens in my coop, but I've come up with my own bit of business. It's called a granny bag, and I'd like to give one to every one of those evil men. What is a granny's bag? It's when an angry old woman takes a colostomy bag and pops him upside the head. Gotta lie.
The Nuff Said Comedy All-Stars.
His name is Big Tracy. He's down with Nuff. He's funny and crazy. Don't call him old head. He's a B to the I to the C to the K to the T.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that introduction. It is not my birthday, and birthday's not until Wednesday, but I'm happy to be here anyway, man. Just to be here, alive. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was like 13, I prayed. I said, God, if I can live to I'm 50, you can just kill me. I don't want to live past 50. I got to around 48. I got kind of worried, man, because 48 was feeling nice. So I'm like, feeling. And I prayed, and my prayers like wouldn't come through. So every time I call, the line would be busy. Trying to get through to God, but the line was busy. He's busy right now. Can you call back? So who's this? I said, it's Tracy. Oh, Tracy. Oh, wow. We haven't heard from you in a while. I said, just tell God to forget about that. 50, just leave it. Don't forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Because things start to change. You know what I'm saying? And like, I've noticed how things have changed in the city. Things have changed a whole lot. The younger generation, man, they are like really, really disrespectful. You know what I'm talking about. People live in Germantown, Mount Airy. Oh, the young people are sickening, man. Their pants all the way down. They're walking like a penguin. Why would you spend all day long trying to hold your pants up? I mean, come on, you're not busy? You know? And and what makes it so bad, they're walking in the street like 4 and 5 deep. I said, I call them new heads. I said, new head. Can you move out the way? Hit me, old head, hit me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm walking here, hit me. So I hit him. He said it. I ain't mean to drag him 4 blocks. He was stuck to the car. He goes, oh head. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to drag you. But the young people, man, they're ridiculous. I remember I had a lot of different jobs. I used to be a bartender, and this guy used to come to the bar all the time. Hey, man, you don't know what day it is? I said, no, what day is it, Jimmy? Day's my birthday, man. Can I get a drink on that? Give him a drink, man. Give him a drink. Hey, man, the day is that day. That's what day is it? I got my divorce from my wife, man. Give him a drink. Give him a drink. He came one day, he was almost crying. Hey, man, you ain't gonna believe this. My mom, man, my mother. We can't find my mom, man. We lost my mom. I said, no, she's at the end of the bar. She's drunk. She's under that chair. It's like that, man. Oh, gosh. And the kids, I remember this when you went to, see, a lot of the young people, the new heads, they don't understand where I'm coming from. Remember going to the candy store?
I want one of these and one of those and some of these.
What do you want? Some of these and some of those and some of these?
No, I don't want these. I want one of those and some of them.
You want these and those?
No, I don't want none of those. I want one of these, one of those, and some of these.
One of those, some of these, some of those. Hey, look, you gotta get out the store. Because the kids were just mean, And like the new generation, the new heads, man, I don't know what they're thinking about. My son, he said, Dad, I'm on my own now, I'm doing my own thing. I said, what do you mean you're on your own, doing your own thing? He said, by myself, I live alone. I pay rent and everything. I said, you live in the basement. $25 a month is not rent. You gotta leave. We don't want you no more. You're 28, you gotta go. Me and your mom want to move around and walk around in the nude. We like that feeling to be open. Gotta worry about you in the basement making noise. You understand what I'm saying? But kids, man, I don't understand the kids of the day. They're weird. I went to New York. I always went to New York. I loved New York. Go to the garment district. Anybody did the garment district? Yeah. I went up to New York. If you don't make it across the street in New York before the light changes, you can die. I'm complaining about the potholes. That's where the people hide that can't get across the street. In the potholes. I met a man, his wife, and 2 kids in a pothole. I said, what's wrong? He said, we can't get across, man. You know, I'm gonna get off on this one because it's really a true story that happened. My father died. And my mother said, she said, I need you to go to the cemetery so we can lay some flowers on her gravesite. I said, okay, Mom. I said, I really don't want to go, but she said, please go with me. I went down to the gravesite. She had the flowers. I went to the guy because my father didn't have a tombstone, a headstone. He said, I said, my father's buried here. I said, could you tell me where my father's buried? He opened the book. He said, in row 6, aisle 9. My mother put the flowers down. She started crying. Baby, I love you so much. I miss you so much. He said, miss, that's row 10, aisle 2. I said, why you let her cry in the wrong spot? She didn't know. Tell y'all this little joke before I leave. 2 elderly women were sitting on a step. One woman said to the other one, she said, I know you get tired of your husband, Jimmy, chasing them young girls. Every time you look around, Jimmy chasing them young girls. She said, Blanche, don't that bother you? She said, no, honey. You know, dogs chase cars, but they can't drive.